Listen, not every house in Burlington County is a good house to buy. And I don't care how cute the kitchen is. I don't care if it smells like cookies. And I definitely don't care if it's priced to sell. Some houses will cost you sleep. Some houses will cost you money. And some will cost you both. Today, I'm walking you through the types of homes in Burlington County that I personally tell my clients to slow down on, question hard, or sometimes walk away from completely. And I'm not speaking in theory. I'm speaking from real deals I've been in. Let's get into it. Number 1, homes with creative septic situations. If you're buying in places like Southampton Township, Chemung Township, Tabernacle Township, or Medford, you're likely dealing with a septic system. And here's what buyers underestimate. Older septic systems in Burlington County can be undersized, installed without permits, misaligned, or sitting in high water table soil. That replacement cost, it's not $2,000. It's more like $15,000, $25,000, and sometimes even $35,000 or more. And that's if it's straightforward. Recently, I had a buyer under contract in Southampton. The septic inspector had done the inspection and noted that the system was good, but that there were no permits ever pulled for the system. And although it was good and working, there were a couple things that he felt could be corrected or should have been done differently. So what looked fine could end up costing my buyers in the future getting a whole new system. Thinking about relocating to South Jersey? Well, I've got just the thing for you. My team and I have actually taken the time out to create the ultimate relocation guide, which is meant to save you hours of research. And I've linked it down below. From top employers, the best hospitals, and a boatload of other things that you need to know before making the move. The best part is that this guide is 100% free. That's right, you heard me right, 100% free. Just click the link in the description or the pinned comment. Hope that helps. 2, homes with water or flood risk. So parts of Delran, Riverside, Beverly, and Edgewater Park sit near rivers, creeks, and wetlands. So here's what people miss. It doesn't have to say flood zone in big red letters for you to have water problems. It can be a seasonal backyard flooding, sump pumps running nonstop, insurance premiums that shock you, or resale challenges later on. I remember that there was a home that I took a buyer to see, and as we walked around the outside, everything was like smushy and damp. And when they did the inspection, they realized that there were drainage issues. It was always going to be water that was going to accumulate there, and that it would cost for them to put in some drains and things like that to kind of push the water away from the home. So something that was simple as just walking the house, walking the land to kind of find out that, wait a minute, if it rains really heavy, my feet are going to sink in to the dirt. And then if you have pets, they're going to go outside and track in the dirt. So you want to just make sure that you're doing all these things when you're looking at homes. If you're a buyer who didn't realize that flood insurance was required on a home, and then you find out later, that can drastically change your monthly payment. So you want to make sure you look into these things. So it works out really great because you actually want to see a house under bad weather conditions. So if you're the kind of buyer that usually says, hey, it's going to be raining tomorrow, so I'm not going to go out, forget it, I need to reschedule, don't, because you want to go see that house on a day where it's a lot of rain or it's been raining a lot to see if there are any flooding issues inside or outside of the home. So don't buy based on a sunny showing day. Rain reveals the truth. Number 3, the overimproved house. This one makes people uncomfortable, but it's real. You'll see this in areas like Willingboro, Pemberton Township, and certain pockets of Mount Holly right now. One house is renovated top to bottom. Everything else is stuck in 1978. Granite, marble, high-end finishes, but the surrounding homes don't support the price. And guess what? Appraisals don't care about feelings. I had a seller once who put over $50,000 into upgrades, and we couldn't really push past what the highest home in the area sold for because the surrounding sales were much less. And that house that had the highest sale was a much larger home. So it was very difficult to try to get that home to price where it really should have been, right? With the upgrades. It just didn't matter. So you don't want to really be the nicest house on the block by $150,000. That's not luxury. That's financial isolation. Number 4, too much acreage without a plan. Everybody says that they want land until they have to maintain it. So in Hainesport Township, Springfield, and Chesterfield Township, you'll see 5, 10, 20, 40, 70 acre properties. But you really got to ask yourself, is it preserved farmland? Can you subdivide? Are there wetlands restrictions? Is there farmland assessment rollback risk? Right? All these are questions that you don't really think about when you're looking at these homes. Lots of the homes, many of the homes here in Burlington County have a lot of acres that are unbuildable. So you ask yourself, what do you do? Sometimes people hunt on it. Sometimes people let other people hunt on it. But the point is, don't automatically assume if you're buying something with 20 acres that you'll be able to build a home on it. Do all of that research with the township, with the zoning office, with the planning office prior to you actually buying it. Land is incredible if you know what you're buying. If you don't, it's really just expensive grass, right? You have to maintain all of that. You have to shovel all of the snow. We had a lot of snow this year. So ask yourself, do you really want that? Number 5, homes sitting 45 days or more without a clear reason. In towns like Mount Laurel, Morristown, and Marlton, strong homes don't just sit. If it's lingering, you got to ask why. And some of the possibilities are structural issues, environmental concerns, inspection history, bad micro-location, and pricing ignorance. I showed a home that had been sitting on the market for 90 days. And when the buyer did the inspection, because it looked good, it was renovated, but when the buyer did the inspection, she found out about a lot of things that we couldn't see at that moment with the naked eye. Electrical issues, plumbing issues. It was just a lot of things, structural things. So although it looked great when we walked in it, there were some hidden things that were discovered during the inspection. So days on market today is a clue. It's really a random. Hey guys, it's Kat Quarterman. As much as I love making these videos, there's one thing I love more, and that's helping families and people from all over the U.S. make the move here to South Jersey. I've helped countless families make the move, so whether you're coming out next week, next month, or even next year, don't hesitate to reach out. My contact information is right here on the screen and linked in the description in case you missed the on-screen pop-up. I look forward to helping you and your family make the move to South Jersey. Number 6, homes near future development. Burlington County is growing, especially around Bordentown, Florence, and Cinnaminson. So before you buy, check the township plans, zoning, pending approvals. I just saw today in a Facebook group, this is in Camden County, where a buyer said, hey, I thought I saw somewhere, read somewhere that Cherry Hill was getting some new homes. Where is what they asked. And then people chimed in and they said, oh, this has been posted, on the township website, that this and that is going to be built. So make sure you're looking into those things. Just imagine buying something for peace and quiet, and then 6 months later, a year later, you start hearing construction. Warehouse approval, major subdivisions, road widening, traffic explosion, all of that. So your research matters. Listen, I'm not saying these homes are bad. I'm saying they're risky if you don't understand them. Burlington County has incredible opportunities, but it also has septic systems, farmland restrictions, flood overlays, environmental nuances, price ceilings block by block. There is always another house. There is not always another $30,000 or more. If you're thinking about buying in Burlington County, reach out. Let's make sure you buy the right house, not just the available one. And if this was helpful, subscribe to Living in South Jersey. I'll tell you what most agents won't.